Hey, friends. I'll do a sound check really quick here to make sure you all can hear me okay. Hey, everybody. Can you hear me? Awesome. Hey, Colette. Hi, Mike G. Hey, Bill. Hey, Paul. You can see my feisty cat is here with us today. Oh, yeah, he's joining us. He's a little feisty. Um, hey, Fred. Hey, Ruth. What's up, everybody? It's okay. You're good. Yeah, he's like, I want some treats if I'm going to be here right now. Come on. Anyone else feeling feisty today? We'll check in. A little feisty. I'm feeling a little feisty because of the heat. So we have like 90-degree heat here in Cincinnati the last couple days. So let's see if I can get him moving here. All right, come on, bubs. All right, cool. It was a little hiss there. Um, Oh yeah. So for those of you that don't know me or my cat, yeah, that's Zenny, and I'm Brooke. Introduce the more important being first there. Um, oh, Colette, you were in Cincinnati last week. Nice. Is that far from you? Are you usually in Ohio or um yeah, it's hot in upstate New York too. Yeah, and at least I'm going to be in New York actually this weekend. So I was hoping to get a little bit of a relief from the heat, but it sounds like it's just kind of everywhere right now. Um, oh, hey, Gabrielle. Um, oh, nice, Colette. Yeah, we've got a couple great museums here. I don't know if you went to the art museum, but wonderful. Oh my goodness. So I'll fly into New York City, but I'm actually going to go up a little bit closer to Albany, um, take the Amtrak train. So, yeah, so for those of you that know, obviously I'm not Andrew. So if you're just joining, you're like, "Where's Andrew?" Andrew is at his wonderful car show, I think, I think he said Minnesota. Is that right? Um, and yeah, so I'll be guest hosting today and guiding us in meditation. Um, I'm Brooke, and I am officially in summer mode. So I'm a math teacher. I teach high school math. And so we've been out of school for the last few weeks here. So yeah, ever since the end of May. So I've been enjoying summer mode, kind of doing a couple of my, I don't know, side gigs in the summer, where lots of guiding meditation locally here. So those of you that are saying that you visit Cincinnati, let me know when you do. Connect with me on Instagram. I'm at NatureBee, Nature BEE, like bzz. Um, so yeah, connect with me there. I'm actually offering some meditations here um, in Cincinnati through a national nonprofit called The Well, but they're located here in Cincinnati. So I do a lot of the guidance there for meditations, and um, yeah, it's been pretty great. Hey, yes, Quinn. Um, yeah. Um, it's so good to see everyone's names. And happy Juneteenth. So June 19th. Yeah, celebrating freedom today. So kind of a perfect day to meditate together, as meditation is the practice of freedom, right? Um, inner liberation and seeing the world clearly, um, and hopefully being called to work in service of others for the freedom of all people. Yeah, happy Juneteenth, Colette. Um, yeah, so yes, I was thinking about what kind of meditation to do today. So in my summer mode, I am very adverse to making decisions because I've got to do that a lot during the school year. So I basically came up with this meditation for us that is, I'm not having to make a decision here. We're just going to kind of roll with it. I think it's going to kind of be three parts. So I'll frame it a little bit here before we get started. Um, I like to think of it as kind of like a replica of what meditation is, just big picture. So we'll do like a little replica, a little scale model of that today. Um, and it'll be a journey in three parts, just like kind of meditation is. I think of my own practice as really this place where you can return to self, return to the body, return to the present moment, learn to pause, learn to check in from this place. And from that, kind of regulating the nervous system, right? So that's kind of like phase one. Like that's kind of the foundation of a good meditation practice, being able to come back to the present moment, right? And then this kind of phase two that we'll journey through in this meditation, and that just kind of happens in the system of practice, is this kind of opening to the wider experience of it all, opening to the world, opening up awareness, and really practicing that skill of equanimity and clarity, seeing the world clearly, with some bit of equanimity if it's accessible. And then from that place of kind of openness is this kind of natural tendency to extend compassion to others, right? So, this sense of inner connection that we may feel from practice, the sense of wishing well for other beings and our fellow humans and cats and other beings that might live amongst us, right? So it's this idea that really it's a meditation in three parts. Right? We get present, we get settled, if that's accessible to us. We open up to the experience, the world, in order to see clearly, and then we tap into this benefit for all humans, right? Where we say our practice is for the benefit of others, not necessarily for ourselves, right? And then we see that we see the fruits of practice through that. Um, so so yeah, I really love this way that Darren Larson, he's a meditation teacher out of Columbus, Ohio. So Fred, I don't know if you've heard of him, but he is he's a wonderful kind of inspiration for me. I don't know how long he's been guiding meditations in the Columbus area, but I love how he frames just everything as really this kind of just like Jeff does, this like practice of being human, right? This meditation is the practice of being human. So, yeah, Darren Larson is his name. Um, yeah, he he just has this great way of saying, and I kind of quoted him. I wrote it down. We don't meditate to get good at sitting quietly in rooms. We meditate to notice that we're human more often than ever, right? Notice that we're here and alive, um, inhabit our life with some sort of clarity, um, and maybe to be kind of less of a jerk, right? So that's like the three phases in a nutshell, right? And I like this kind of somatic too. In the summer mode, I've been getting into a little bit of Tai Chi and Qigong. So really kind of moving my body at the speed of awareness, which feels really nice. And with that, I like this three parts of meditation, like this first part of pause, open, and then how can we serve, right? So pause, open, how can we be of service to others? So that'll be kind of the way, this little kind of mini practice that we do here, about 25 minutes sit. That's what we'll do. And I thank you all just for being here. This is awesome. So cool to see you all checking in at the side chat here. And hello to the people that are going to be viewing later, perhaps. Um, Also, in the spirit of Andrew bringing us all together, hope he is traveling safely and getting to his destination safely and well, enjoying the car show when he gets there. Um, yeah, so we'll ease into practice a little bit. I do want to check in though, real quick, and um, see if my bell, if you guys can hear this bell ring. So I'm gonna ring it. This is not like official start. I just want to see if it works. So y'all hear that? Oh, hey, Claire. So good to see you. Um, yeah, Claire is from Boise. Wonderful. Ah, sweet. So you can hear the bell. That's great. All right. So we'll ease into practice here. Yeah. So I think, yeah, let's just do a little bit of a, first of all, we begin by stopping, right? That's kind of the paradox that we start with is, okay, let's pause. Let's just kind of be here. But before you even just get into your official, whatever that posture is going to be for you for sustained practice, I just invite you to just kind of notice where you are, right? So take some time and look around your space. You can move a little bit, maybe stretch. Just get yourself kind of oriented to the space that you're in. Really take your time here, noticing light, colors, shapes. You can do a 360. Just becoming familiar with the space you're in. And as you're orienting, just a quick note about posture. You might check in with yourself here too to note what kind of posture do you need for yourself to sustain practice for about 25 minutes or so. You can sit on the floor, sit in your seat, stand, lay down, whatever you need. Remember, this is the practice of freedom. So it starts with this freedom to be how you are and how you need to be at the start. Eyes can be open or closed. So I invite you here to just find your posture, whatever that looks like for you. And I'll ring this bell to begin and end. So to arrive here, again, your eyes can be open or softly gaze down, whatever's comfortable for you. I invite you to take 3 of the longest, deepest breaths you've taken all day. Allowing your body to be alert, upright on the inhale, relaxed, grounded, settled on the exhale. And really just starting slow here and letting your breath resume its natural rhythm. You might just check in with yourself here. What's present? Is there a lot of thinking? Is there kind of a particular feeling that it's kind of feeling or bubbling up? Are there a lot of noise in your space or distractions? And what's here? Just checking in. And whatever's here is actually okay to be here too. Whether it's ruminating on something that happened today, okay, that's here. Curious about how this meditation is going to go, okay, that's here. And just noticing how you are. Also, as part of getting settled, it might be helpful here to establish a kind of a grounding home base, something that's not in the past or in the future, but that's just kind of right here, right now. And so, just grounding your attention in something simple in your experience. It's nice to sometimes pick maybe a body sensation, maybe something that's a little bit pleasant or neutral. And the body can be nice here because it's always in the present moment, right? Unlike the mind that is often all over, body's here. So, noticing a sensation here that you can maybe bring your attention to, whether that's this sense of the body breathing, maybe the sensation of the feet on the floor, hands in the lap, maybe the sensation of the eyes. And if the body doesn't feel comfortable right now, that's cool. You can focus on a sound, be a gentle hum in the space of the vent or distant traffic. Something continuous might be nice. Actually doesn't matter what you choose here. It's less about the home base itself and more about this kind of inclination to attend or this kind of quality of attention. So just choose something here and see if you can gently just be with that one thing. And if you have a hard time choosing a home base, totally get that. If you can't choose, choose but. But is always good. It's just a chance to drop out of the head, get simple. See if you can become familiar with your home base and just resting your attention on it, noticing subtleties. Good. So you're just sitting, Resting attention on this simple thing. And if you get distracted, that's no problem. It's actually kind of a moment to celebrate that you noticed you got distracted. It's really a moment of mindful awareness. You're no longer lost. It's like, ah, yeah, okay, I'm here. Gently just coming back and resting your attention on your home base again. Remembering that you can always begin again, and actually doing so is what creates the space, a sense of openness and ease. See if you can notice your kind of quality of attention here. Notice if you're just kind of a little bit rigid or a little bit tensed around the need to attend to this home base. If that's the case, see if you can just kind of ease up a bit, letting your attention be soft. See if you can allow that sensation to come to you. And if this metaphor helps, you can kind of think of it this way that the home base is kind of like a hammock. You're just kind of just lightly resting your attention in the hammock. You feel kind of the softest part of that home base, whether it's a sensation or hearing the quietest part of a sound if you're working with sound. Letting your attention be light. And what does it feel like to pay attention in this simple way? Again, if you're getting distracted, that's no problem. That's what the mind does. It's as natural as the body breathing. The mind wanders. It's all good. But when you're with your home base, what does it feel like? What is the quality of presence and attention that's here? And just getting curious about what this kind of awareness itself feels like, this being present with something. What does it feel like? Just kind of here getting familiar with this sense of simply being the awareness that is noticing. This kind of sense of self that might even just drop away. And now we're kind of left with this ah, I'm aware. And that may not be accessible to you right now. And that's cool too. Keep going. And so we'll just kind of move into this kind of second phase of practice here. So if you want to go on this bit of a journey here, I invite you to release any bit of attention here on your home base. Inviting this kind of gentle shift to a more open awareness. Just releasing any sort of bit of a grip on the attention on one thing, opening up to experience whole sensory experience with a bit of equanimity. So, this is a shift from a slight doing, a very kind of pointed, direct attention, to now just opening and really just being this awareness, not needing to do anything. There's always the option if you feel a bit daydreamy here, a little bit less alert. There's always the option to return to the home base if some bit of structure is needed here to bring attention back. That's no problem. That home base is always there to come back to, begin again. And in time, you might open up to this more open, wide, aware space. And maybe not. Maybe that's not what is supportive right now, and that's cool too. And just keep going. And just open, aware, not needing to do anything here. And just noticing, just being alert and present in the middle of life. And just sitting and knowing that you're sitting, or standing and knowing that you're standing, being and knowing that you are. Noticing things, how things are in this space, in this open, wide space. Noticing thoughts coming and going. Noticing sensations coming and going. Noticing if you wish sensations were to go away, or maybe wishing a pleasant experience would come. And just noticing all of that. And just sitting in the middle of it, maybe even lightly noting to yourself, this is how it is right now. Not needing to react, not needing to do anything. This is how it is right now. So I invite you here to shift from kind of this open, aware, present state to kind of maybe notice if there's a natural response of care for what is arising. And so we'll just shift into a bit of a loving kindness practice here, a metta practice. Doesn't have to be a big thing, just kind of a low key wishing well. And we can start with experience itself. In this meditation, however it has been going so far. Just this sensory experience, this whole bit of now. Can we wish it well? And we might say, may you be well to the experience itself. May you be well. May it be well. May it be so. Feel free to play with your own language or phrasing or single word here. Maybe that word is peace. It might even just be like a slight head nod to experience, and slight acknowledgement. There's some kindness to that. And just kind of slightly inclining the heart here to be kind. And see if you can include yourself in this wishing well. May I be well. May I be safe. May I know peace. You might gesture to yourself here if it feels comfortable to do so. Maybe a slight hand on the heart. Maybe a hug to yourself. Maybe imagining someone you care for giving you a big hug or smiling at you and saying, got this, buddy. May you be well. I love you. May you be well. May I be well. Noticing if any other people or beings or animals come to mind. Wishing them well too. May you be well. Giving that slight nod, that acknowledgement, that care. Let's see if we can expand that outward even further to this community, to Andrew, wherever his travels have him right now, to the people on the other side of the world, to all beings everywhere. May all beings, with no exceptions, be safe, free from danger, free from harm. May all be well. May all be free. May we all be well. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you to Andrew for allowing me to guest host. Oh, thank you, Fred. Thank you, Bill. Yeah, Zen chilled out a little bit with that one. He's happy to be with you all too. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Gabrielle. May you be well. Thank you, Colette. Thank you, Annalise. Am I saying that your name right? Is it Annalise or Annalise? Annalise. It's beautiful the way that it's spelled. Thanks, Ruth. Thank you, Paul. Mm. Yeah, so I think I was, yeah, if you all find yourself ever in the Cincinnati area, let me know. I do quite a few guided sits here. I'm going to do this series of meditations in person. They're 1 hour. It's called the Summer Slowdown. We're just getting together, meditating, being in community, being human together. Um, hey, Deb. um, yeah. Oh, Spanish is starting. Okay, Ruth. See you later. Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm so interested in the open awareness practice for you all. So, at least tonight, when I'm guiding it, it's different. But the open awareness practice, I can really tend to just kind of get flighty. And so it's like a sense of kind of coming back to a home base and then like opening up again. So kind of just this bit of a dance, right? Just curious how that went for you all, that kind of middle section there of open awareness. Were you able to stay open? Were you floaty like me? Were you just staying with a home base? And then I'm curious, and then we'll wrap up here if you're willing to share. I'm always curious what people's go-to home base is. Yeah, I said but in the middle of it, just because I'm thinking like I wanted to meditate while I was guiding, and I was like, I couldn't choose what I wanted to be with, and I'm like, but I guess, yeah, that works. I'm sitting on it. That works. Um, yeah. So curious how open awareness practice went for you all. Curious if you're willing to share what your home base was. Um, no need to. All good if you don't want to. Yeah. Home base and the breath. Yeah. Fred, I'm curious about that. Is that just kind of the general sense of breathing, maybe the movement of the body and the chest, or some people note the breath and the feeling at the nostrils. Um, yeah, curious about that. Switch from the breath as home base to the AC sound, sort of open, sort of not. Yeah, Gabrielle, yeah, that AC humming, right? My AC is getting a workout right now with this hot weather. Yeah, okay, the breath at the nostrils. Yeah, breath for you too, Deb. Calms you and comes from your yoga practice. Yeah, Deb, right on. That sense of that natural rhythm of the breath, right? Yeah, definitely at the nose. Feel the air going in and out. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so it sounds like the breath is a good home base for you all, for a lot of you. That's great. Well, friends, it looks like we're a little bit past 9, and Zenny's getting a little restless here. So I think we're gonna head out. But thank you so much, and let's say a proper goodbye here. Thank you so much. We'll see you if those of you are that are going to be at the Do Nothing project on Sunday. I'll see you then. Yeah, Paul. Zen looks like he is in hunting mode. Right. So, actually, you know what? He doesn't hunt really. Like he spends a little bit of time outside on our deck, in the morning a little bit, and then a little bit in the evening. He's slowed down. He was a stray cat, that we got about 4 years ago. He just kind of kept showing up, and the weather ended up getting really cold, and so we brought him in. Um, yeah, so he's slowed down with that, but he does like going outside a little bit on the deck every once in a while, but he's mainly inside, but sometimes outside. Um, oh, yeah. Mm. Yeah, stay safe and cool, everybody. Thanks, Paul. Yeah. Oh, good night, everybody. We'll see you on Sunday. We'll see you um, next Wednesday. Andrew will be back. Peace, friends.